Hey monkeys, how you doing? Damian Keys here. Okay, come with me on a journey as we discuss owning a time. Now I know what you're thinking, what the fuck is this guy talking about? But stick with this one because this is a good one and this one is gonna blow your fucking mind. Okay, so you're in a band, you're an artist, and therefore you are building a brand. Even if your band is completely anti-disestablishmentarianism, I don't even know what that means, but even if you are like the ultimate punk band and you are rebelling against all systems, in some way you are still building some kind of brand. So we need to look at the way brands think and the way brands build so we can steal the best bits and implement them into what we're doing. Now, big brands will play on our senses and our emotions. So a couple of things. Senses like sense of smell, like scent marketing, which is supposedly the most powerful branding and marketing there is. If you think about it like this, if you're walking through town, you know when you are within a mile of the shop Lush because you get close to it and all of a sudden you can smell it. And then as you're like, oh, there's a Lush around here somewhere. And then you'll walk past the shop and you'll look in and you'll see all the girls that work in there and their eyes are like massive, like they're just noshed off their faces with all the soap smells that are around. And you just recognize that smell instantly. It's a massive branding thing. I mean, we are in kind of sonic branding because most of the stuff that we do is mostly sort of audible branding. But if I sang you, I'm loving it, you'd hopefully know what I was talking about because that I'm loving it is just connected with McDonald's. And it's just a very, very strong little bit of branding. But I don't want to talk about too much about branding. What I want to talk about is another part of branding. I want to talk about time. If you think about massive brands who own a specific period of time that you know where you will be at that time. I'm talking Monday Night Raw, or even Monday Night Football, or Friday Night Boxing, or potentially 3 p.m. on a Saturday kickoff, for football. Hashtags on Twitter, like hashtag Music Hour, which I take part in, which you should all take part in as well. These sorts of things, they have their own specific time, and therefore they are kind of building they're building loyalty. They're triggering the emotion when you hear things, when you smell things. In this case, when that time crops up, you're building that loyalty when you're building your content and you're building the consistent timing of when it goes out. And I think it's really, really crucial. So imagine if football matches started at random times, willy nilly, you just wouldn't be able to keep up with it. And because it's live, you'd hear about all the results on social media and it wouldn't really work. So everyone knows when that football match is going to start, pretty much. And so I feel like your content should do the same. I feel like whilst you're building your brand, whilst you're building your audience, which is what this is about, and you are building the content in order to build that audience, why not give them a time slot, which is when you're going to post, even if that's once a week, even if it's Jim's guitar shred half an hour from Thursday at 6 till 6:30, and how you put it on platform is up to you, whether you do it on YouTube or Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or whatever it is. But imagine if you can get a time which is synonymous to you, your band, or what you do, and so that when it hits that 6 till 6:30, everyone just goes, oh shit, I know exactly what I want to do. I want to go and see that thing on Facebook. I want to see your thing on YouTube. And your fans have got a time where they all congregate together at the same time. And that's a big part of what it is, building an audience and trying to get them in the same place at the same time. What that will do is it will build engagement, it will build loyalty because people are going to go to the same place at the same time. So the engagement will be easier as everyone's taking part in something. And what it will do is it will build consistency in what you do. And consistency is so crucial when building an audience. So have a think about it, but have a think about a time, your time, something that you can do, and make sure you advertise it and make sure you stick to it. So don't do it once a week and then forget about it. I'm talking about if you're going to have Tuesdays at 10 p.m. for 30 minutes and whatever you're going to do, or it can be 3 minutes, it can be whatever you want it to be. But once you've got what you want to actually get your content out, if you've got that Tuesday at 10 p.m. slot, stick to it and do it every single week for an entire year and see how it goes, and keep advertising the same thing because you've got something to grip onto, you've got something to advertise rather than just here's content coming at you. Every Tuesday at 10 p.m, you and me, we're getting together and and I'm going to put this content out. That will build consistency, that will build loyalty. I think it's a really great thing that brands do, and I think bands should do more of it. So have a think about it. I think it's a good one. I'm going to go and think about time slots and owning a time, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.